Hi there, it's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com and the Empathic Woman System, and the word of the day is diversion. And I choose this word because I was doing some really powerful work with a client where we were addressing one of those core issues. You know, the stuff that every single one of us has one. The details may be a little bit different, but it's the stuff where we just struggle, we resist, we have a lot of negative self-talk, we use up a lot of mental, emotional, spiritual bandwidth, and we spend a lot of time just kind of thinking about it, obsessing about it, resisting it, struggling with it, etc., etc. And what we were really realizing is just how much of a diversion this kind of stuff is. And so we were diving into it, and we were looking at the ways that what it does for us and what it's really about, because a lot of times those details are not really what the issue is. It's almost like it's a check engine light, or it's kind of like when a little kid has a meltdown and they just have a total temper tantrum, and because they're exhausted. And you know, as an adult, when you're caring for a child, you know that their total meltdown is because they're exhausted and overstimulated and tired. It's not because you're telling them that they have to leave Toys R Us. Like, yeah, they have to leave Toys R Us and they don't like it, but the reason why they're losing it is not really that. It's because they're too tired. And I think that that's the case with us as adults, except that the way we have meltdowns is so much subtler. And it manifests so frequently in negative self-talk. I know that's true in my personal experience, is that the way that my check engine light comes on is a lot of times I get more anxious, I get more fearful, I get more self-critical, I start scrutinizing stuff that is unnecessary to scrutinize. And and what I really need, and what I believe it is an invitation to do, is to focus on more self-care. That when that negative self-talk starts to come up, that it's an invitation for more time, for more space, for more care, and to really focus on what do I really need? How can I nurture myself better? How can I love myself better? How can I appreciate myself more, as opposed to continuing to engage in negative thought? The other thing that I really came to understand, that we both really came to understand as we were addressing this issue, was the way that it was a diversion. It was a distraction from standing in their power, a distraction from, and I certainly have had that experience myself, of when I am so focused and obsessed on some kind of issue, and usually perfectionism being involved in it, and how I think I should be better, I think I should be doing it in a certain way, and the self-critical voices come in. It's a really effective way to get distracted and to divert our attention from what really matters. And I really think that it manifests both within ourselves, as the part of us that's afraid of failure, the part of ourselves that's afraid of taking a risk, the part of ourselves that is afraid of growing and stretching and stepping up to the next level, the part of us that's afraid of of being visible and being out in the world, all of the stuff that comes up around that. But I also believe that there is another part of this that's about responding to the pieces of our planet, or the aspects of our planet, that are invested in keeping us distracted and in our own negative self-talk and spinning our wheels, so that we are not paying attention to the things that need to be changed, that we are not paying attention to what needs to be addressed, and we're not calling it out, and we are not looking for solutions that can work for all of us. And so I think that the irony is that the negative self-talk, the self-obsession, the criticism, the time distracted everything going on with like thinking about I could have a better purse, I could have a better pair of shoes, I could, if only I lost 30 pounds, it would be so much better. All that stuff, I really, really believe that it is diverting us from our true purpose. So my question to you is, where are you noticing that you are getting you're getting distracted? Where are the diversions coming up? What is keeping you spinning your wheels and keeping you away from your true destiny? What is stopping you in your tracks? And would you be willing to consider, when you recognize that's happening, that you could turn back towards what you know you're here to do, assuming you do know what you're here to do right now? And if you're not sure about what it is that you're here to do, could you use this as an opportunity for greater self-care, greater love, and really an invitation to be kind to yourself?